I am single and beautiful. Is it easy to find a husband in Kenya? I remember when I wanted to travel, I had to, Google was my friend, YouTube, Facebook. I was just all over the place asking the right questions. And the problem was that a lot of people didn't have the right answers. Okay. And I decided to, like, okay, help people on my channel to get to know about the country where I am. And that is why I asked you guys to ask me a question about Kenya. And some of you sent in your questions through the community tab, and some of you also sent me a DM on Instagram. And today I'm here to answer your question about Kenya. Guys, you're welcome back to my channel. It's so good to have you. Thank you so much for always clicking. Thank you to my returning subscribers. You guys are the real MVP and I love you guys. Okay, and you guys, thank you so much. In case you're seeing my face for the first time, my name is Naija Princess and it's so amazing to have you on the vlog today. And do well to subscribe. Hit the subscribe button right now and subscribe to my channel. If you haven't done so already, please do subscribe to the channel. I promise to always drop like correct content for you. So today we're actually talking about Kenya and where you can actually live. Some of the questions you guys have sent in, I'm going to be answering all of that question in this video. Okay, so sit tight, take a chill bottle of zobo, and of course have whatever snacks you feel like, maybe a peanut. Okay, and just enjoy yourself. Number one question that I got was from someone, I think it was in community tab, and the person said he wants to come to Kenya and is asking where is the best places to live in Nairobi. Okay, guys, I don't live in Nairobi, I live in Mombasa. Okay, Mombasa is my town because I love the beach life. I love I love the whole thing happening in Mombasa. It's kind of calm. It's like I don't know, it's kind of inclusive. I don't know how to put it, but I just like the fact that it's like a community. Okay, the village setting mixed with like mixed with the foreign lifestyle. That's what Mombasa is like. So I love it that way, and I love the beach life. Just so many places to hang out, especially the beach. Okay, so for Nairobi, there are a lot of places you can actually live. Okay, so the best places you can live in, number one is Langata. Okay, so Langata is actually situated in the center of Nairobi. So everybody that comes into Nairobi, one of the first places you're going to see is the Langata. That's where you have the national park. Okay, the national park is situated in the city center, okay, which is also along the Langata road. In fact, most of the places you get to visit are actually on Langata road. Okay, so a lot of expats live in Langata, and you might consider Langata as your place of residence if you come into Nairobi. Now, the second place that expats actually love to live is in Karen. Okay, I hope I got that correctly. Okay, so if you're looking for luxury, exclusive nature, like, that place is for you. So if you have a lot of money, you're a big man, you're a big woman, you're coming from anywhere, maybe you should consider this particular place as your next move. So we have other places, areas like the Westland, Ruka, Gongo, I hope I pronounced all those places right, Lavington and Runda. Okay, so there are a lot of places you might want to stay. Okay, you might also want to do a lot of research online. Okay, so let's dive to the next question. Is how can one stay in Kenya permanently? Okay, so there are actually different options for you. You can actually start up a business in Kenya, which is actually not easy, especially when you have to get permits and all of that. There are a lot of funds you have to have in your pocket. So if you don't have money, I would say please just look for another kind of visa. Okay, so you also have the student visa. Let's say maybe you're a student, you're coming for your master's degree, you're coming for, you're just coming to school in Kenya. You have the student permit or the student pass, okay, which guarantees your stay in the country. So if you're staying more than 3 months or 6 months, depending on how many months your country has, okay, to live in Kenya without maybe getting like a permanent residency or, then you need another type of visa. Okay? But the most common type of visa that people always get either before coming into Kenya or while in Kenya is actually the Class D visa. Okay, so this Class D visa is like a work visa. Okay, you can get it from the company where you work. Okay, it could be like an intra-country kind of work permit. Let's say you work in a company that is in Nigeria and they have another branch in Kenya, so they can send you over, maybe transfer you to Kenya, so you get a class D visa. Or probably you got a job from Nigeria, you got a job in Kenya, so those people can apply, fight for the class D sort of visa for you. Then you have the business visas and dependent visas. If you are married to a Kenyan, you can apply for the dependent visa. So there are a lot of visas you can actually apply for to stay in Kenya. So the question on my list is somebody asking me, I am single. Let me read this question for you guys. Calm down. So the person said, I am single and beautiful. Is it easy to find a husband in Kenya? Oh my god, guys, so this question I can't say for that. Okay, so that actually you can find your husband anywhere, can find your man anywhere, can find your woman anywhere, but asking me to tell you if it's possible, I actually don't know, but I think it's really possible. Okay, so it depends on you, it depends on your packaging level, it depends on it depends on what you want. Okay, so yeah, you can actually find, because Kenya is a place where you have multicultural setting, yeah, where you have different people from different backgrounds, from different walks of life. You have the whites, you have the Asians, you have the of course the Kenyans, you have the Nigerians, like everybody is in Kenya. So definitely you might actually find a husband, or you might find a wife, depending on what you're looking for. But please, it is not me that will come and tell you. But yeah, of course, it's actually very much possible. What type of business can I do in Kenya? So it depends on who you are, what you do, or what you love doing. So people always say go for your passion. What if your passion is actually not in the place where you are staying? Like, it also depends on how much is in your pocket. It also depends on what you want to do. All of those things are what you can come into the country, do a lot of research, do some market research for yourself, and now decide on what you want to do. But I don't know, there are a lot of businesses. You can decide to start up any kind of business, like the travel and tourism kind of business. Of course, it works very well in Kenya over there. So if you're coming from Nigeria, you can start a hair business. Hair business is a very good business if you're coming to Kenya, okay? Because I think they believe so much that we Nigerians wear good hair. So yeah, you can start up a hair business, you can start a fashion business, clothing, shoes, bags. Is a good business also for you to start over. You can start Nigerian foods, you can start food business. Actually, you can start anything. Yeah, everything works here, okay? But it all depends on you. Okay, so let me answer this question. So this person asked me, is Kenya expensive? So if you have watched my previous videos, I actually talked about the being expensive or being affordable kind of thing. It all depends on where you live in Kenya. So let's say you can't compare someone living in Mombasa to someone living in Nairobi. Yeah, because their rent are so far apart. Because it's expensive, but it's also not expensive in the sense that it's not the cost of living. The only place I found kind of expensive is the rent, okay? But aside the rent, the food, the other things are actually not expensive. Yeah, so it all depends on you and how much you want to spend per month. If you're someone that is very good in managing money, I don't think you're going to be spending a lot, okay? And also try to I think everything has to do with yourself, with you, how much is in your pocket, and what do you mean by being expensive? What is expensive to you? Yes, because what might be expensive to me might not also be expensive to you. So it all depends. So let me just leave it at that it depends on where you live, and it depends on your personality and what you term as being expensive. So so someone asked me this question, say, where will you advise someone who is just starting to live in Kenya? So guys, let me just say that it all depends on you. And first of all, it is very important that when you're going to a country, have some money. Have some money. No matter where you're going to, okay, for the fact you can pay flight ticket, also have at least $500 in your pocket, to be able to take care of some basic things. Yeah, at least you can be able to, let's say maybe you work online, or probably you have something that fetches you money, but try as much as possible to have some money for you to pay for your rent, especially when you don't have anybody in the country you're going to. Try at least to have some money to pay rent, to pay basic things you also need to eat, right? So try as much as possible to have money. So if you're just starting and you're on a budget, I would say you can actually live in Nairobi and also be good, depending on how much in your pocket. But for Mombasa, I think Mombasa is very much affordable. It's not too expensive, but yeah, it's kind of expensive, but not too expensive. Yeah, it's actually more affordable than what's it called, Nairobi. Okay, so I think Mombasa or Kisumu, all of those cities out there, but that a lot of expats just prefer to stay in Nairobi and Mombasa. So you can actually choose Mombasa as your destination. Another place is also Diani. Um, okay, so those are those places, guys. If you have other places someone like that can stay, please drop it at the comment section so that they can also learn. Me, I'm ready to learn because I'm also looking for other places to stay in Kenya, not just Mombasa. Tell me other places which one can stay in Kenya. Please drop it at the comment section immediately right now. Okay guys, let me read the last question, answer the last question, and let's move on. So the last question is Kenya safe to live in? Okay, so being safe, yeah, I would say yeah, because I've not actually gone through any form of harassment or being scared of anything. I come back from church service very late and I go home in there. Now it also depends on where you live. I live in an estate, so I take a bus, just one matatu takes me in front of my estate. I just walk in. Okay, so it depends on it all depends on you. Okay, it depends on where you stay and of course the environment, but I just feel that it's kind of safe because I've not felt any threat in the country. I've not seen anything that will make me like, okay, don't work at night, don't do this, don't do that. I've not been harassed, I've not felt unsafe. Okay, so I think I would just say it's kind of safe. Okay, but I won't give it 100%, but yeah, so it is a good place for you to stay with your family. Anybody can stay here. Yeah, it's calm, it's cool. Especially when you're coming to Mombasa. Guys, come to my city, Mombasa. Okay guys, I think I have to end this video here. I'm so sorry if I did not answer your question. I can also do this next time. Okay, I hope I answered your question. For people that I didn't answer their question, I'm going to do this next month or within the month and answer all the questions on my DM. Thank you so much guys for watching my video. I really appreciate. Okay, if you have not subscribed, please do hit the subscribe button, give the video a thumbs up, invite your friends to watch my videos, and please don't skip the ads. Watch the ads, this is very important. Okay guys, thank you so much. See you on my next video.